Hello there, everyone. If you're watching this video, then you are part of the TTOR Army, an army that is building itself up one subscriber at a time. And as you can see from the title and thumbnail of today's video, today we are talking about BitChute, and more specifically about the new look that BitChute is sporting these days. Finally, after 7 years of people demanding it, BitChute has finally updated the user interface of their website so it no longer looks like a steaming pile of crap. Instead, it actually looks pretty good. It actually looks pretty comparable to like YouTube or Quarter. But anyway, let's show you the new look for BitChute that they rolled out. As you can see, the logo is shinier, they changed the fonts to look better, and they changed the home pages of channels entirely. Now you see the logo, the profile name, the channel name, you see the subs and the videos, they show you the channel description, and then your most recent video is shown in this section as like a trailer of sorts for your channel, although you might be able to change that in the settings. I haven't fully explored that yet. Then you have your home tab, which shows all of your videos, and you can click the play all, or you just click on the video tab to see all your videos, and we can see that's basically the same. Now, a lot of things have changed about BitChute recently that I would say are good, but they're years too late. When you actually open up a BitChute video and go to the page, now you see that the layout looks a lot nicer and better. So for example, they updated the player so that there's now a download button on the video player itself, in addition to the theater modes and picture-in-picture modes that already existed. And also there's a BitChute logo that you can click on, which takes you to BitChute, the website, which is important when you're embedding BitChute videos into other websites that require HTML code. And you can see they have the hashtags look nicer on the video. There's the age sensitivity like usual. Everything looks better as far as the buttons go. When you go to the share button, there's now different kinds of links you can share. There's a BitChute video link, which you can copy and paste. And then the embed code to embed this particular BitChute video is also here in this section. And there's also video.js code, which you can copy and paste into whatever programs run that kind of script in order to have that appear as that on your sites. And then there's also the share to social media buttons that you can see here. And as you can see, the description box looks a lot more like YouTube now than it looks like the old BitChute. And what you see too on the sidebar is that it doesn't just show your videos anymore. There's actually multiple tabs. So by default, it's more from the channel name of the channel whose video you're watching. So in this case, it's my videos, and it shows you more videos of me in the sidebar. But you can click on the related tab here on the sidebar, and it shows you BitChute videos that are sort of kind of maybe related to your video that you do. And then there's the For You tab, which is based on your watch history and your subscriber list and basically all that other stuff. And then there's the recently uploaded one, which is basically the same thing. But the fact that they have more than one option now for videos that appear on your sidebar is a pretty big improvement for BitChute. Another improvement that BitChute made recently is that you can now live stream on BitChute. At least you could live stream straight up on the old BitChute. On the new BitChute, you can live stream, but you have to email their support team first, and they have to give you the ability to live stream. But once they do that, you can live stream to BitChute now, which BitChute promised years ago that they were going to do live streaming, that they were on the verge, and then it's only recently, like the last couple of months, that BitChute finally rolled out live streaming. But then again, when I look at the overall script's user interface and the functionality of it all, it looks like BitChute got a new website script to run as their website, which they desperately needed to do years ago when they were actually a growing website. But they've been dead for literally the last 3 years, and it's only now when they're dead that they decide to make the updates to the website, or at least some of the updates to the website that people were begging for literally 5 years ago, literally 4 years ago. Took their sweet time, but they could have done something like this much earlier, and they may have kept growing as a website over time. One can only speculate. Now, you may be thinking to yourself, oh darn, as much as I love BitChute's current website, I'm going to miss the old BitChute. Well, guess what, guys? The old BitChute isn't gone. You see, when you upload a video to your BitChute channel from the new website, what happens is that it uploads your video, and then as soon as your video uploads, it takes you to the old version of BitChute, which makes you go, wait a minute, I thought there was this new version of BitChute. Well, you look at the URL and you realize something. After you upload the video and it takes you to the old version of BitChute, you go up to the URL and you'll see that it says old.bitchute.com. So when you type in bitchute.com, it takes you to the new, updated, shinier looking version of BitChute that everyone who's still using BitChute probably loves. But if you type in old.bitchute.com, it takes you to the old version of the website. And what you discover when you do this is that when you upload a video to your BitChute channel, it not only uploads your video to the new version of BitChute, it also uploads to the old version of BitChute at the same time. So BitChute now is literally running two separate websites. One website's the old version of BitChute, and the new website that uses the bitchute.com URL, that's using the new script. So now BitChute is in a position where they are running two different versions of their own website, which means they're probably spending a lot of money on video storage. And it makes me wonder where they're getting all this money from, because as you recall, years ago, if you were following my channel, BitChute was starting to censor people, and their fan donations that they had coming in every month to allegedly run the site, they were just going down and down and down to the point where they took that off of the website so people didn't know how few fan donations they had left. And now, all of a sudden, they have the money to run two different versions of their website at the same time. I find that kind of weird, to be honest. Really weird indeed. It makes me wonder where they're getting their money from. Especially since you look at the alt-tech world and Rumble's a lot bigger than BitChute is and has way more people using it. And then Odysee is comparable to BitChute in terms of size. And you got other video sharing sites all around the internet. So it makes you wonder who's using BitChute these days and how are they getting the money to run two different versions of their website. But anyway, enough of that. That's my thoughts on the new version of BitChute. It's a much needed improvement that they needed years ago, and it's cool that they finally did it, but it's far too late as far as catching up to their competition. But anyway, if you enjoyed watching this video, I would encourage you to go ahead and subscribe to me on channels on websites that do not censor people like YouTube does. One such website is Rumble, which I have a channel on. Rumble, not only do I upload all of the content that you see on YouTube and other sites like BitChute, but I also do my live shows on Rumble. So I do my God TV radio and the TTOR show live streams are all done live on Rumble. So if you are interested in watching my live shows and seeing my regular content on a video sharing site that doesn't censor people like YouTube does and like BitChute does, and you want to just generally support a live streaming content creator like myself, well, I would encourage you to subscribe to my Rumble channel and check out my other videos here. And then, of course, there's my Quarter channel. Quarter is my own video sharing site that I started over 2 years ago. It's very feature-rich in a way that is comparable to YouTube, including features that YouTube doesn't have, such as the ability to write articles where you can embed videos from literally any site on the internet as long as you have the proper coding for it. You can also upload audio files and pictures as well. And you have Quarter Bucks, which is an insight currency that you can use to boost your channel or individual videos on the front page of the website. There's also video chat rooms that you can create on Quarter, and most importantly on Quarter you have real freedom of speech, and unlike BitChute, Quarter has full HD video upload capacity, including 4K, I might add. So if you're looking for a feature-rich and functional video sharing site that champions real freedom of speech and is run by a content creator who really believes in freedom of speech as a principle, moi, will then come to Quarter. And with that, I bid you guys adieu, farewell, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.